Okay, I was cleaning off my camera here. Let me flip around. Yep, okay, here we go. I have to, Facebook has a new way that you do it, so you have to flip it after you go live so that you can see what I've written back here. But great day. Today has been a great day. I did an interview at lunchtime with Jeannie, and I had never met her. I drove over to Hazelhurst, which is about 35 minutes away, and we ate at this wonderful restaurant. There were five of us, yeah, and a couple of ladies that are thinking about joining the challenge, and then a couple, Tammy, of course, was there, and Tammy's lost, oh gosh, 45 pounds. She's like, I don't want to lose any more weight, but she looks hot, as her husband says. Yeah, so thanks for joining me. So tonight I want to talk about, well, let's wait a minute, because I think there's about 4 or 5 minutes. So, hey, Billie Jean, good to see you. Yes. Okay, so how you doing with the app? Are you having any trouble? If you are, put it in the comments. We can get on the phone and talk about it. But you should be going to 3 places in the app. You should be, well, when you click on the app, it should open up to your task page. And what you're seeing on there is the prep, all right? Now, on Monday, on day 1 of the 90 days, which I'm going to let you keep it until you decide you don't want it anymore, but on day 1, you'll get your task, and you'll start putting in your task. And it takes you about 1.5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes, but you'll be able to go, all right, so that's your task, all right? So you're going to log your nutrition, you're going to log your sleep, you're going to log your exercise, but you're not going to put in everything you eat. You're just going to put whether you ate optimally or not. So that's important that you know. You don't ever have to, tablespoon of this or that or the other. But your goal is to keep your carbs below 20. So how many of you have done that today? How many kept your carbs below 20 today? Now, when I say carbs, I'm talking about the carbs you count. You don't count lettuce and spinach and broccoli. You don't count any of your leafy greens. Those don't count. Those are what I guess you would call free if you were in Weight Watchers. I'm not sure about that. But anyway, those are all good. They don't count toward your carbs. But you do count your carbs, like what would be in nuts, what would be in, maybe if you're eating seeds, chia seeds or whatever, what would be in eggs, which I don't think there's much in that. Hey, Kim, thanks for joining me. Okay, what would be in salad dressing, what would be in, let's see, I'm trying to think, like, when you put oil and vinegar on, salad dressing really. Even like your heavy whipping cream is going to have, if you have enough of it, like 1/4 of a cup, or even 2 tablespoons is going to be like 1 carb. Okay, so those are going to be your carbs, and even like your almonds are going to have carbs. So your nuts, like I said, they're going to have carbs. They're mostly going to be fat. Pecans are mostly going to be fat. Your best nuts, remember I told you, are walnuts, Brazil nuts, macadamias, and pecans. Now, you can have pistachios. Those are a little higher, though. Almonds are a little higher. Let's see. Okay, some other carbs that just came to my mind, like squash. You're going to count squash. You're going to count zucchini, because those are not cruciferous vegetables. It doesn't mean you can't have them, but you're going to have to count those carbs. And one other thing I'll mention, cabbage has a good many carbs, so you kind of, hey, Dolores, you might want to watch that. Watch your cabbage. I love cabbage. Broccoli, you don't have to count that. And I love that broccoli slaw that they have. They have the organic at Walmart, and I use that. I mean, I mix up a little mayonnaise. I use some avocado oil mayonnaise and a little bit of Swerve and some, or even stevia, but really I like Swerve better in that. And let's see, what else do I put in there? Did I say vinegar, mayonnaise? It's kind of like what goes on that broccoli salad that you mix up. And I can just eat that. I mean, oh my gosh, that is so good. So, yeah, so that's your carbs you're going to count. So you want to keep your carbs below 20, okay? And tomorrow night, we're gonna start talking about fasting, okay? So come back tomorrow night at 8:30, same time, and I'm gonna introduce you to, the best way to fast. Now, in the app, in the guides, there is a video, and if you have been off your sugar for a few days, you can go ahead and watch that video about how to start fasting. I'm going to review it tomorrow night. We're also going to do a swerve workout tomorrow night. So come dressed with your workout clothes on. You can do it on the bed if you can't get down on the floor. This workout is designed for people that hadn't been working out, okay? So it's going to be easy. Probably tomorrow we're going to do some bar stuff. But in the swerve group, when I do the swerve group, I address, like, if you have back pain, if you have neck pain, I teach you stretching exercises. I teach you how to use a towel roll to stretch out your shoulders and your back, your low back, how to strengthen your back, just a lot of things like that, okay? So I think it's 8:30, so I want to get started because I know it's nighttime and a lot of y'all are teaching and working and you got things to do. Okay, so what I wanted to talk about last night is what's in it for you if you decide that you're going to get healthy. Because I think a lot of people really don't even know all of the benefits. Losing weight is definitely a benefit, and we were talking about today with the ladies I ate lunch with. It's like shopping in the back of your closet is so much fun. You get to go back there, and after you've lost that 10, 15, 20 pounds, even changing seasons, you're going to get to go back there and put on those sweaters that you hadn't worn in years, and you just hung on to them because they were your favorites. My favorite jeans, I hung on to them because I thought, well, one time I might get sick and I can wear these, because I didn't want to throw them away. They were American Eagle jeans, and I didn't get sick. I got healthy, and I'm in those. I can wear those jeans, and I love them because they're just. It makes me feel like I'm 30 years old again. Okay, so I'm just going to go through the list of things, the benefits of getting healthy, just because I want to remind you how important this is. Okay, so number one is energy, and the reason you're going to have more energy is you're going to be using fat for fuel, and fat is the very best fuel. Your brain loves fat, your body loves fat. I believe, like I told you last night, that we're created to use fat as fuel. I believe we're created to be in ketosis. That's why I feel so good and I have so much energy. So enough about that, but basically what happens is your cells communicate with each other better, all right? And number two is you're going to have less pain. And honestly, when I started doing this 5 years ago, I wasn't even thinking about pain because, am I on the right place? Yeah, I'm on the master class. I see Miriam says she doesn't see me. Am I on the master class? I hope so, because I see, yeah, I am. Okay, hit the thumbs up if I am. I know I am. Miriam's just in the wrong place maybe, but she'll find it in a minute. Okay, so I didn't realize, but I had one of the nurses say to me, she had lost like 67 pounds. She said, Nancy, I knew I would lose weight, but I didn't know I would lose my pain. She said, but I was about to lose my job. I had so much pain. So even we were talking about it today, if I eat sugar, I can eat one little Reese's cup, which I haven't done in months. But if I eat 2 or 3, I wake up the next morning and my feet hurt on the bottom. They really hurt on the bottom, okay? So, or my hips will ache. So I don't have any pains. I don't have any aches and pains. My fingers are good. I know Winona told me that, she did accounting work, and she said I was wondering if I was going to be able to keep my job. And she's like, within 2 weeks, I had lost the pain in my fingers. Charlotte told me, she said, I couldn't pick up my Bible because it was painful in my thumb. And she said, it just went away. I can pick it up fine now. So there's so many benefits, and that's an amazing one. I think Tina even talked about her inflammation, and she came off of her inflammatory medicine. Those medicines, I'm just going to tell you, ibuprofen, Tylenol, they are not good for your gut. They're not good for your body. So if you can get off of those by eating good food and coming off of sugars and toxins, then do yourself a favor and do that. Okay, mental clarity. And you're like, well, why do you get mental clarity? Because your brain cells use ketones for fuel, and they love it. And you're going to, yeah, Tina, yeah, so they love using that good fat, and so you're going to have more mental clarity. Number 4, your digestion is going to be improved. your diverticulitis, your leaky gut, your GERD, your irritable bowel, your constipation, your diarrhea, all those things. So here's what happens. When you're feeding your gut sugar and carbs, it's growing that bad bacteria, all right? So once you start, and once you quit feeding it that, it's going to starve that bad bacteria, and you're going to feed it good stuff, and the good bacteria is going to grow. That's called a probiotic. So you're going to change your gut flora. What's all down there, it's going to change. Now, it takes it about a month, about 30 days, so you want to really stick with it the first 30 days, but you're going to see a drastic change. And here's evidence of that. Miles Zachary, I don't think Miles is on here tonight. He's usually on here. But he called me from the hospital on December 31st. I think it was maybe 3 years ago. And he said, Dr. Stanley, I need your help. He had known Matt, and he knew Matt and I were doing this program. And he said, I've been in the hospital with diverticulitis. I think he'd been there a week. You know, you're talking about a lot of money there. And I said, okay. Well, he joined right after he got out of the hospital. And at the end of March, he had a colonoscopy. And the doctor said, Dr. Smith said, you're healed. You don't have any more problems. And here's what Miles had said to me. He said, I had Tums in every pocket. I was eating Tums. He said, I don't even know where any Tums are anymore. So he recently did an interview for me, and he's doing really good. He's got triplets now. So proud of Miles. Okay. So yeah. All right. So number 5, your blood pressure is going to drop. Was talking with interviewed a girl today, and she's like, I didn't even realize it, but my blood pressure had dropped below normal. So I hadn't taken my blood pressure medicine. So she's coming off her blood pressure medicine. Tammy met with her today. She's off her blood pressure medicine. She had high blood pressure. It was really, yeah, so Tracy's saying my reflux and heartburn went away. Way to go, Tracy. Great job. Okay. All right, so number 6, your triglycerides and your cholesterol is going to come down. Now, your LDL may go up a little bit when you're in ketosis, but your total cholesterol, your total triglycerides will come down. I mean, I recently just had one of my clients, I think she's been in 70 days, and she texted me, she said, I just went to the doctor, and my triglycerides went from 400 down to 1 something. But she was like amazed. I'm like, yes, it works. There you go. Okay. I see you on here, Jeannie. Yeah. Thank you for that interview today. That was great. Okay. So you're swelling in your feet and your hands. I noticed my rings, you know, got bigger. I have to be careful about them slipping off now. But because you're not going to have that stasis is what it's called. So all your cells are going to work better in your whole body, and it's going to be a total body transformation. You're going to have increased mobility and strength, and that's because you're going to do the Swerve workout, and I'm going to guide you. I have a doctorate in physical therapy. It's like you're going to have a personal trainer, all right? And I'm going to be training you, and you can watch those videos live or at your convenience. Bad phone night. Okay, keeps cutting off. Okay, I'm sorry about that, Martha, but I'm assuming everybody else can see me good. Okay. And here's what I want to say. You're going to be an active grandma or grandpa. You're not going to be sitting on the sidelines. I get to do everything my kids do. We ride bikes. We do hiking. We went to Colorado and did a hiking up, a big mountain. Me and my daughter spent a whole day hiking way up to the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. It's called, what's the name? Hanging Lake. Look that up. Google that. Hanging Lake. That was, when I topped what am I trying to say? What's the word? One of you English teachers. When I topped it, and there it was, precipice, okay? I literally cried. I thought, this is God's blessing to us. This beautiful planet was so beautiful. Okay, so I can do whatever I want to do. I don't have to sit on the sideline and say, oh, y'all go ahead, I'll just watch, okay? I can pick up my grandchildren. I can, she's 6 years old, and I can pick her up, and we have fun together, right? I can push the little one in the stroller around the block. I can run with him. I can do all those things because I'm healthy. Okay, all right, so You can begin today, or maybe you started 3 or 4 days ago, moving toward all of these benefits. Isn't that amazing? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Why would you continue to put poison in your body? Why would you continue to move toward an outcome that you're not going to like? I'm going to tell you, I've worked in nursing homes, assisted living. It's not where you want to be. It's not where you want to be. Now, sometimes it's necessary. I get that. But if you can choose, that's what I say, you're digging your grave with your fork. If you can choose a different outcome, why wouldn't you? And especially when it's cheaper even than fast food, cartons and containers. But good, healthy food, okay? Now, let me see. Let me just say this. You don't get healthy by going into ketosis. Or, I'm sorry. You don't get healthy by doing ketosis, all right? The ketogenic diet. You get healthy by eating healthy foods and doing intermittent fasting and getting the toxins out of your body. And why do I say that? Because I've had probably 99% of the people that have joined my challenge, in my talk with them, they say, I tried ketosis and I gained the weight back. There's so much more to it. So tomorrow night, we're going to be talking about intermittent fasting. So if you get a chance, go in and watch the video on the guide section. If you hadn't downloaded the app, let me know and I can text me and I can text you the link so you can download the app. All right, so let me just make sure I didn't leave anything out. You know, isn't it going to be good when you walk into that doctor's office and you say, Doc, I don't need your medicine anymore. I don't need your blood pressure medicine. I don't need your diabetes medicine. I don't need any of that stuff. I am fueling my body with good food and I am a healthy person. Okay, now there's one thing I forgot when I was going through this. I wanted to explain. But well, let me go ahead. So when we're talking, I skipped this one. Your blood sugar's going to drop. All right. So let me explain something to you that's really disturbing. It's very, very disturbing to me. Okay. So people go to the doctor all the time, and they're overweight, and they've been overweight for a while. And let's just say they're 15, 20, 30 pounds overweight, and they get their blood work done, and this may be you, and the doctor says, your blood work looks good. And their A1C looks good, blood sugar's good, all that's good. Well, I'm going to tell you, it's not the truth. Everything is not good. And here's what I know, and here's what we know now, is that insulin resistance is not detected in your blood work. In fact, it can be a year, 5 years, 10 years, sometimes even 12 to 15 years before the doctor says, well, you're pre-diabetic. You were pre-diabetic as soon as you had that extra 20 pounds. Because you know what, that 20 pounds, it was right around the middle, and that was from too much sugar, too much carbs. It wasn't from fat. I'm just going to tell you, it wasn't from too much fat. It was from too many carbs. So once you start doing this program and you do it effectively for the 90 days, you're going to reverse that insulin resistance. Now, it may take more than 90 days. It depends on how long you've been in it. It depends on other comorbidities that you have in your body. But what you're going to be reversing is the fat around your liver, fatty liver. You're going to be reversing the fat around your kidneys. You're going to be reversing the fat around your heart. And that's the first fat that goes. And that's what we're going to do in that first 30 days. We're going to get around that. And that's why you're going to notice that your breath from the side view is shrinking. And it's because you're losing that fat around your organs that are in this area, okay? And then you're going to lose that roll, okay? All right. So thank you for joining me tonight. If you hadn't got the Vimify app, you need to get it, because that's your program. That's what we're working through, and you're going to work through the prep. So let me know if I can help you. Text me 293-1427 if you have a question. I'd love to help you. We can jump on the phone. Whatever you need to do to get you going. But I'm excited for you. You're going to get healthy. go back and listen. I did Barbara's interview yesterday, and I did Jeannie's interview today, and I was so proud to meet her today and Barbara yesterday. So y'all have a great night, and let's talk soon.